And I'm gonna get a lot of too, but honestly, there could be the way where you put Crawford over.
You know, he coming behind his jab, he throwing straight punches, he going to the body, going in up and down. He just got to tighten up a little bit on his defense, but other than that, man, he good.
In boxing, the debate over who's truly the pound-for-pound number one never ends. But while fans keep arguing, one of the sport's most dangerous fighters just dropped his verdict. David, the Mexican monster Benavidez, has finally spoken about Terence "Bud" Crawford, and surprisingly, it's not a challenge. When Crawford dismantled Canelo Alvarez, it wasn't just another win, it was a takeover. The undisputed king of 168 pounds, a man once seen as untouchable, was outclassed and broken down by a fighter who climbed up 2 full divisions to face him.
Is he on the Mount Rushmore of
Hell
boxers?
Yeah. Yes. Fuck yeah.
Yeah?
3-time undisputed. He just beat Canelo.
Yeah.
The face of boxing. So now you can say Bud is the face of boxing.
Greatest of all time, or?
Greatest of all time.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it can never be one great, but he definitely one of the greatest of all time, for sure.
As an undefeated, multi-division world champion, David Benavidez knows exactly what it takes to rule at the top. But what he said about Terence Crawford went beyond ordinary respect. It was more like a crowning moment in a sport driven by ego and trash talk. Benavidez, a man who truly believes he's the best alive, did something rare. He didn't just congratulate Crawford, he elevated him. Benavidez placed Crawford among boxing's all-time greats, saying he accomplished something that most fighters can only dream of.
Terence Crawford, because, you know, he beat, he did something that I didn't think he was going to do. You know what I mean? He beat Canelo. You know, that's 3 weight classes going up. You know what I mean? And he made it look pretty easy. So you have to give it to Crawford. And
coming from your most dangerous rival, that's the kind of praise that silences a room. Benavidez saw what Crawford did, moving up in weight to take all the belts, and he saluted him.
When that kind of praise comes from your most dangerous rival, it carries real weight. Benavidez witnessed what Crawford did, moving up in weight and taking every belt, and he gave him full credit. But what Benavidez revealed next truly explained why Crawford is unstoppable. When asked what impressed him most, he didn't mention Crawford's speed, movement, or slick switch hitting. Instead, he pointed to something no trainer can teach: heart. Benavidez said what shocked him most was seeing Crawford, already comfortably ahead on the scorecards, choose to stand toe-to-toe with a naturally bigger puncher like Canelo in the later rounds.
what impressed me the most was Crawford's ability to stay focused in the fight, and not only just to stay focused in box, but he also got rugged in there. You know what I mean? He started balling with him towards the late rounds. You know what I mean? That's something I appreciate in a fighter. You know what I mean? He was already up. He could have chose to just box, but he went in there and he tried to brawl with him in the last round. So that's really what impressed me. His heart more than anything impressed me.
Crawford wasn't content with simply winning. He wanted to make a statement. He's got that relentless fire in him. A killer instinct that doesn't settle for cruising to victory.
It's a good fight. You know, it's a good fight for both of them. Good fight for, I think it's more important for Crawford than anybody, you know, but I think if anybody could beat Canelo, I think Crawford could.
Yeah, I know you said, like, he could be the guy. What kind of a chance do you ultimately give him?
I think you give him like a 7 out of a 10.
Oh, wow, that high. I thought you were going to say like 25.
Well, I mean, no, Crawford is good. Crawford is good, and I think he's been known that he's going to fight Canelo for a long time. And you know, Crawford, he likes to pick up the weight, so I'm sure he's been working on the weights for a long time. So, you know, Crawford, when he has with a person that has a big IQ like that, if you do enough weights, you know, and you stay working for a long time, you know, you have a puncher's chance.
In Benavidez's eyes, that's Crawford's real secret weapon. The thing that makes him nearly unbeatable. He's got world-class skills, sure, but it's his ruthless mindset that truly sets him apart. And according to Benavidez, that's the very edge Canelo Alvarez has lost.
And I'm gonna get a lot of too, but honestly, there could be the way where you put Crawford over Mayweather.
Is it the undisputed?
Because of going up, you didn't see Mayweather go up from 147 to 168. That's crazy, bro. And honestly, I thought Crawford was gonna have more of a hard time because he had a hard time with Madronov. Yeah. So imagine going up to it. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, but I don't want to take nothing away from Mayweather. Mayweather is the greatest of all time. But I think that was a really big risk that Crawford took, and then he ended up winning. You know what I mean? So you have to give credit to that too. I mean, that's a big risk. That'd be like me going up and fighting Usyk right now. Heavyweight.
I know that's been kind of hinted.
I'm not thinking of that right now. No, but that's kind of like how that'd be. You know what I mean? So you have to, bro. That's a lot of. He has a lot of balls to do that. and not only to go do that to show the world that he's really like that.
The praise for Crawford came with a sting because Benavidez used it to take direct aim at Canelo Alvarez. After calling Crawford an all-time great, he turned his focus to the man he's chased for years and didn't hold back. Benavidez revealed what he believes was Canelo's biggest downfall, his ego. According to him, Canelo didn't just lose. He got humbled. It wasn't a question of skill or fading power. It was arrogance. Benavidez accused Canelo of underestimating Crawford, saying the champ barely threw 10 punches around, just walking forward, believing his own hype. In Benavidez's words, Canelo thought, "I'll just walk through Crawford, land one clean shot, and it'll be over."
Oh, I'm just gonna walk through Crawford, catch him with a good shot, and it's gonna be done.
I'm not happy that he lost. I kind of feel like that could have been me. That was my moment. You know what I mean? If I would have gone in there, I know I would have beat him. You know what I mean? So I don't want to be a hater, but that's kind of how I feel. But you know what I mean? I give all the flowers to Crawford. You know what I mean?
That should have been me in there. That should have been my.
If I would have got that fight, I would have been me. I would have been the one getting my hand raised. But like I said, it didn't happen, and that's why it didn't happen, because Canelo knows that would have happened.
Benavidez made it clear that in boxing, arrogance is a death sentence. He ended with a chilling warning every fighter should take to heart. That ego will come back and bite you. For Canelo, the very confidence that built his superstar status became the weapon that destroyed him.
I think Crawford took it way more serious than Canelo, which is kind of weird because, you know, the amount of money that Canelo was making. And I know all these people say, oh, yeah, you know, talking shit about Canelo. I'm not talking shit about him. He just didn't look like he really prepared 100%. He's throwing 10 punches around. Or I think his ego is that big that he thought that, oh, I'm just going to walk through him, catch him with a good shot, and it's going to be done. As you can see, Crawford is a different type of fighter. Not only has he had the boxing IQ, he has that dog in him. He was in there. He was brawling with Canelo like in the 8th, 9th, getting the best out of him. Boxing, he's epitome of a great boxer. There's a lot of lessons to be learned in that fight. You know what I mean? If you really want to make something come true and you really believe it, you can make it come true. And then the other lesson is, don't let your ego get the best out of you, and don't think that you don't have to prepare because you're a bigger fighter. You know what I mean? That shit will bite you in the ass.
With Canelo dethroned, the boxing world immediately began buzzing about the next dream matchup. The ultimate technician with a killer instinct, Terence Crawford, versus the most feared pressure fighter in the game, the Mexican monster, David Benavidez. It felt like destiny. The new king against the uncrowned one. A fight that could define the 168-pound division. Hype spread fast, and fans called for it nonstop. But when Benavidez was finally asked about facing Crawford, his answer shocked everyone. He didn't just turn it down, he shut it down completely. Benavidez revealed he has no interest in fighting Terence Crawford. His reasoning stunned fans even more. He declared it officially done with 168. The super middleweight division is in his rear view mirror. Not even a record-breaking payday or a Canelo rematch could bring him back, let alone a fight with Crawford.
Could you still make 168? Is that a possibility?
Honestly, bro, my plan is after this fight, I want to go down to 154. Nah, bro. I'm done with cruiserweight. You know, I want to take this opportunity, though. Yes, I said cruiserweight. I want to take this opportunity to, you know, congratulate Crawford. You know, he put a hell of a performance. He's up there in the Mount Rushmore of the greatest fighters of all time. And, you know, let Crawford do his thing, bro. You know, at the end of the day, I have no interest in fighting Crawford. I have no interest in going down to 168. I mean, yeah, it's nice that it would be dope winning all titles, but I'm way past that at 168. You know, I found the only reason I wouldn't even go down to 168 for Canelo, and I'm just being real with you, you know. And let Crawford do his thing. Let him have his, let him. I want to give his flowers, man, because he's a great fighter, man. When there's no other fighter that's coming up from 147 to beat a type of fighter like Canelo at 168, you know, when Crawford, you know, he's one of the greatest of all time. So, you know, I have no interest in going down to 168. I'm not saying that I'm scared of Crawford or whatever, you know, but Crawford's a man at 168. That's his weight class. I'm done with 168.
In a calm yet cutting statement, Benavidez shut the door on what could have been boxing's biggest showdown. He simply said, let Terence Crawford have his moment. That's his division. With that, he walked away from the weight class, from the fans, and from the fight the world had been begging for. In doing so, he left Crawford standing alone as the undisputed ruler of the super middleweights.
How does the Canelo fight look with Benavidez? Who do you favor?
I still got it at 50-50. Benavidez good, but Canelo is, you know what I mean, great. We just gotta see the fight, man. We all want to see the fight.
Do you think he gets him to the body? Because Booba was landing a lot of body shots.
I don't know. That's why I said we gotta watch the fight. You know what I mean? It's a different style, different type of fighter. You got two strong fighters going head to head.
Is Canelo the only 68U fighter? Would you consider a Benavidez?
Yeah, Canelo the only one.
He's walking away from a 168-pound throne, leaving it to Crawford, a man he deeply respects, but has no interest in facing.
I put 5. That's right.
That's cheating.
I love it.
That is cheating.
That's a heel turn. You the boss.
That is heel.
That's a heel turn.
I love it. You got 5.
Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. Roy at his peak. Just remember this. If Roy would have retired after the Ruiz fight, he would have replaced Sugar Ray Robinson as the greatest fighter of all time.
I agree.
Right?
I
but
agree.
he didn't, and the rest of that stuff is in there, right? So I get it. But Roy at his peak, I think, had a higher peak than anyone on this list.
I agree.
Okay, Manny Pacquiao, we've all said it a million times. I think he is, outside of Sugar Ray Robinson, I have Manny Pacquiao's second greatest pound-for-pound fighter ever. Floyd Mayweather never lost. And did he cherry pick when and where? Yes. But guys, from 130, 135, he cleaned out 135. He beat the best guy at 130, beat the best guy at 135. Yes, did he pick and choose at 140, 47, and 54? Yeah, but he won all those fights.
That's right.
And he beat a lot of good fighters.
50-0.
And more than that, put Floyd at his best in with anyone through history. You do not know who wins.
It leaves the boxing world with one burning question. Did Canelo's ego not only cost him his crown, but also rob fans of the real super fight? Or is David Benavidez running from the very man he just called one of the all-time greats? That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss what's next. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and we'll catch you in the next one.